What's going on, everybody? We are here with our card review, me and Cyan Sheepies, and I'm excited to do this. I've never reviewed a whole set before, and it's good to have someone here who actually plays the game in some competitive capacity to help navigate this with me. I'm also going to tweet out your stream deck.
Okay, no, go for it, dude.
So while I do that, why don't we get into the first card, which is
Yeah.
Il'gynoth. I actually opened this
Uh,
card today in my pack openings.
I also might have opened it. No, I did not open it. No. I opened some pretty crappy legendaries, but this one was not one.
I
Initial.
opened some
Go for it.
legendaries and they were all really bad, and then I opened up good ones and I'm like, okay, so we can build decks, but I didn't get any old gods and I'm mad about that.
I only got Yogg.
That's the best one though.
Honestly, we'll get to it, but maybe. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, so what do you think of Il'gynoth?
Um, I think it's cool.
Just that's where we're going, just cool.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's according to these ratings, I think it's fringe.
See, I don't think it's fringe. I think this is at least a 3 or a 4
Yeah.
because it has that endgame burst that Soul Demon Hunter needs in those matchups that heal a lot. And this, if you have the Warglaves with this and any kind of weapon buff, and you hit them in the face, they're getting hit for double whatever that is. So that 7 turns into a 14 or whatever. I think it's just good for closing out games.
Yeah, I think it's good for closing out games. My worry with this one is just that a it's a one of, so it's not a guaranteed to get it every time,
That's true.
right?
But Demon
Alex was
Hunter,
just saying that.
yeah. Demon Hunter draws through its deck
It's
a
got a
lot,
lot of
though.
draw. Yeah, so that's a less of a worry. The other worry is that it's 4 mana. And am I more likely to build a large weapon like with that Warblades and then have 4 mana left over to double it, or would I just rather play the other cards that I have to just deal more damage?
Well, oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying. My thought
What
is
I'm thinking. Right? Yeah,
right.
and if you can pull it off, it's nutty.
My thought right now is Soul Demon Hunter runs Altruis and Penflingers, which I am not convinced belong in that deck, and this card kind of fills
Okay.
those spaces really well. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Like the thing about this and all Soul Demon Hunter, any Demon Hunter deck is if you get a card you don't want in your left hand spot, it just makes Skull of Gul'dan so much worse. So if this
Yeah.
gets in your mulligan turn one, it's gonna stay in your hand until you get those burst turns, which you don't want.
Yeah.
So
And the other thing is, I don't know. I think you've talked me up to a 3. I think we can put it in a 3. I don't think it's going to be, a staple for Demon Hunter,
yeah, no,
but I
this
think
this
it
isn't
might
Leroy
replace that Altruis.
Jenkins. Yeah, this isn't Leroy Jenkins. This doesn't end the game,
Yeah.
but I think it's a
Yeah.
card that will be run initially, and if they run more of it, that's even. I think, and if it's good, they'll continue to run it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll
I'm
give I'll give that a
I'm good with
three.
I'm good with a 3 here.
You've talked me down. I've talked you up.
Yeah, yeah. Zai the Incredible, 2, maybe 1.
Yeah, so,
1, maybe 2.
yeah. So I think it's a 5 mana 5/3. So it already takes up that juicy 5 mana spot that Demon Hunter runs a lot in already. It already runs the Lapidaries. It runs Glaive Bounds. Sometimes runs Cobalt Spellkin. So it's already a spot that Demon Hunter in any capacity wants. And like, what cards do you want to copy besides Twin Slice?
Yeah. Uh, maybe I-Beams if we're running Il'gynoth, but
Yeah.
I think that it's a little bit. I'm never going to want to just slam it on 5.
No. And
Because my hand is clunky, and if I'm clunking up the outsides of my hands, Demon Hunter hates that. So
right.
unless it's cards that I specifically want on the outsides of my hands that are already there, I don't want them. I'm going to go with a 2, I think.
I'm not going to give it a 1 because I think the better Demon Hunter's cards get, the better this card gets. But I think you're right. I don't think
Yeah.
I put this in a Theorycraft deck just to kind of put it in the Theorycraft deck because it could be used. But like it's that could be that just makes it not a good card, right? It's just like, yeah, this could be
Mhm.
good, but it's not.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll give
think
it a
that
2.
its best deck that it's in is probably Highlander Demon Hunter, and that shows you that.
It's a tier 5 deck. The higher the tier, the better.
Yes. Expendable Performers? You want to give it a 1?
I think it's an interesting card that summon any number of minions with Rush is always good, but no Demon Hunter wants to run a 7-mana spell. No Demon Hunter runs Cycle of Hatred, and we have a control-y deck that doesn't run that. So they're not going to run this card. Yeah, I'll give it a 1.
I think plain and simple 1.
Yeah, I don't think this card is good at all. It's flavorful.
It is flavorful. It's cute, but it's not good.
You can get that 10-mana combo of that 3/1 that 3/1 juggler, right?
I want to have hit them in the face for at least 30 damage by then.
That's where you're
and there are easier ways to do that.
That's where you're thinking too much.
Okay, Celestial Executioner. We're moving on.
No, we got to talk about this awful card.
This is a card that I thought about it a lot last night. I was talking with Alex with it earlier this morning. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's way too slow.
Yeah, I think part of the issue with Corrupt, and just in case, because I am putting this on YouTube, so just in case anybody else is coming in for the first time, Corrupt, if you play a card that costs more than that, it gets its bonus effect, the Corrupt effect. And right now with the meta that exists in Scholomance, the meta's too fast for a lot of these Corrupt cards.
Yeah.
But I also mean Demon Hunter would love a 4/3 weapon. Like, that's just they would love that. But Aggro Demon Hunter, this is too slow for Aggro Demon Hunter. They only play a handful of cards that cost more than 3. Mm-hmm. And Soul Demon Hunter already has enough weapons for this to see play in their own deck.
Yeah, I think that it comes out on 2/5. It's too slow. I'd rather just play Marrow Slicer.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad card. I think that this could see a place if a different archetype of Demon Hunter shows up. But right now, I think we're solidified pretty well with Soul Demon Hunter and very aggressive Demon Hunter.
I mean, we can give it a 2.
I'll give it a 2 because I think it can be good, but it can't be good right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think we don't play Wild. I think Odd Demon Hunter would actually like this card a lot, but we don't play Wild, so we're not going to really talk too much about Wild.
I don't know if this even... It seems way too slow for Odd Demon Hunter.
I'll give it a 2. I'm not going to try and talk myself up, but I don't think it's a 1. Okay. I think it's a little too good to be a 1.
All right, Stilt Stepper. This is a cool card. Battle cry, draw a card. If you play it this turn, give your hero +4 attack.
I love this card. This card's so good.
I love it too. I don't think it's amazing, but I want to play it.
Well, the benefit isn't always the benefit's the 4 attack, but it also drawing a card is just good, and Demon Hunter loves to draw cards. It should be noted that if you hit one of your soul fragments, this effect does not cast. So, but I think that this could slot pretty well into an aggro Demon Hunter more than an aggressive Demon Hunter, because aggro Demon Hunter right now wants to draw cards. They have low curve. Soul Demon Hunter, you have to make me a better argument for, but I think that this could be at least a 1-off in aggro Demon Hunter, maybe a 2.
Yeah, I think it's probably a 3, maybe.
I'll give it a 3.
Maybe a 2. Let's go with 3.
I think the card draw to me is just so good instead of that 3, over that 3.
Yeah, 4-mana 3-mana 4/1 stat line is pretty abysmal, but we're not gonna. 3 is fine.
You're not playing it for the stats.
We're not playing it for the stat line.
No, you're playing it for the ability to hit your opponent in the face for 4 damage on turn 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay, Bladed Lady.
Oh, I love this card. This card's so good.
Maybe a 5.
I would 6 mana 6/6 with Rush that costs 1 if your hero has 6 or more attack. That's not hard for any Demon Hunter to get. This card goes into Soul Demon Hunter like that, snap of a finger.
Do you think it's a 4 or a 5 though?
So the only thing that makes me think it's probably not a 5 is because when are we getting 6 attack by? Right? Like 6 attack isn't happening on turn 2 or 3. It might happen by 4, and that means you can't because if it made itself cost 0, which in Ashes of Outland Day 1 it would have, it would be busted. But the fact that it costs
6 mana 8/8.
yeah, it'd be a 5 mana 9/9, and it would just have charge. But
it would just cost 0 to begin with. I don't think it would.
But the fact that it costs
5 mana.
Yeah, it just costs 0. But the fact that every outcast this costs 0.
Ooh.
But the fact that this costs 1 doesn't mean you can just get 6 attack and play this for a tempo. You have to have that extra mana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I think that it comes down on turn 5, 6 reasonably, and we're doing other stuff with it. So it's kind of like a blade dance in that, where it's like it's removal, but I need my health. It's actually honestly very similar to blade dance.
Yeah.
Single target blade dance.
It's also
and, I don't know.
It's hit the taunt that's in the way of your 10 attack weapon that you want to hit them in the face with. Yeah.
It's Kane 2 and 3.
I'll give it a 4. I could give it a 5 if you sweet talk me a bit more, but I'll definitely give it a 4.
I think it's a 4. It's not Cube, Keleseth, or Zephrys, so I'm going with 4.
It's definitely not Keleseth, but it's really good.
All right, Throne Glaive.
So this is better head crack that just doesn't go face.
It's a 1.
This is no Demon Hunter's running this.
I'm gonna go with 1.
Dealing 2 damage is nice, but you have better ways to deal 2 damage to multiple minions. This is a nerf to like Wandmaker and
that's true too.
Cobalt Spellkin. That's all this card really is.
Mm-hmm.
And again in Ashes Day 1 this costs 0, but we're not there anymore, so
It went face.
Yeah, it went face, cost 0.
All right. Acrobatics?
I love this card.
I like this card. I think it's very cool.
Draw 2 cards. If you play them both this turn, draw 2. I don't think Soul Demon Hunter runs this, but I think Aggro runs this pretty handedly.
Mm-hmm. I think it slots into that Bladed Lady Stilt Stepper kind of aggro deck we were like thinking about. I think it's probably still a 3 because it's like fine. It's just card draw. It's not like Skull of Gul'dan card draw, but it's still like it's fine.
Yeah,
right?
this is. I mean, this is Arcane Intellect but better if you can play the cards. So I mean, it's just a good card. I could see this slotting into.
I think it's a pretty good card, but I just call it a 3.
I could call it a 2 just because you're never. I don't see how often you're getting the 2 draw 2 extra off, but I guess if you're in the late game, this is pretty okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so low impact for what the rest of Demon Hunter wants to do.
Yeah, I think let's do this. Most of the time, it's gonna be an Arcane Intellect, and Arcane Intellect with upside, pretty good. Support. I'm gonna put it as a 3.
Okay. So Highlander Demon Hunter is gonna become a thing this expansion.
Highlander Demon Hunter is gonna be nutty.
Got it.
Insane is what it's gonna be.
There we go.
All right, Dreadlord's Bite.
So that's
3 mana 2/2, 3 mana 3/2 weapon. Outcast, deal 1 damage to all enemies.
It's a better Fiery War Axe. It's a good card. I like this card. I think some of the cards here are filling out the aggro curve much better than just having a bunch of 1-drops and 2-drops. And I think this goes into aggro Demon Hunter pretty easily.
I don't think it goes into aggro Demon Hunter. We're playing the 2 mana weapon, and then we're swinging with the 2 mana weapon, and then we swing the following turn on our turn 3, and then we play Marrow Slicer.
Yeah, but none of those deal 1 damage to all enemies.
Why do I want to do that?
Because you want to get them to 0.
1 is not enough.
Yeah, but then it's 7 instead of 6. That's 1 more damage. Boom.
Marrow Slicer's 8.
It's better than no.
I don't want to give this card a 1, honestly.
I don't want to give this card a 1. I think that this is. I think it's fine. I don't think it's the best card in this set, obviously, or for Demon Hunter. But I don't think it's a 1. I don't think it's bad. Like I don't think it's a what do they call it up here? It's not a wisp.
Yeah. All right. You can give it a 2 if you want.
It's not Throw Glaive. It's
pretty close, dude.
But it's not. It's close.
Pretty close.
But it's not.
All right, Fell Scream Blast.
1 mana lifesteal, deal 1 damage to a minion and its neighbors. So heal 3.
It's Shooting Star with Lifesteal.
Yeah, so the difference here is Shooting Star was given to Mage because of spell damage. Fell Scream Blast is just good because of the Demon Heart card. I don't know. I like this card. I don't think you put it in your deck, but I think you're happy to find it off of Wandmaker or Cobalt Spellkin.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I want to rate it a 1, but
I think it's a 2.
I don't think it gets put in any decks.
No.
And I think for that reason it's a 1. Like, I'm not rating cards just because
that's a good point. And you convinced me with that Dreadlords, but I'm going to change that to a 1 now. I'm not putting it. If that's how we're going to rate cards, I agree with that 100%.
Well, it's like, am I ever going to put Fellscream Blast in my deck? Maybe like an OTK Lifesteal deck. That sounds way too slow right now.
Yeah, that doesn't
I'd rather just hit you in the face. So there's other stuff I can play. Right. And honestly, I think I'm taking Wandmakers out of Demon Hunter. Just because now we can run more stuff.
I think because we're getting more stuff and our drop pool is getting so diluted that we're not getting Twin Slices 1 out of 4 times, I think we take Wandmakers out.
Yeah. All right. Insatiable Fellhound, 3 mana, 2/5 taunt, corrupt, gain +1/+1, and lifesteal. So it turns into a 3 mana 3/6 with taunt and lifesteal, which is
good.
Spicy.
It's slow.
It's very slow.
And we're not really doing any demon synergies in the Demon Hunter right now. This is a card Warlock would love. Yeah. Warlock would love this card.
Yeah. I think it might be playable if it had Rush.
Well, it doesn't. And it has Taunt. This minion doesn't attack the turn it's played. Why does Demon Hunter want this card?
You telling me it doesn't hit my opponent's face? 1.
I actually think this card is a 1. It seems like it's. I don't want to call it pack filler, but it's not. I'm not putting it in any of my decks.
Yeah, I think it's fairly pack filler. I think it's mean, but I agree.
They're getting to the point now where Demon Hunter's been solidified enough where they're like,
here comes this.
Where they're like, we don't have to give them good cards all the time. We can just give them some good cards.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they're doing that too. Okay, let's do. So we got Linehopper and Redeemed Pariah. I want to kind of talk about these together.
Yeah, we should.
I think they're pretty similar.
I think so too. I want to talk about the note here real quick. Cards with Outcast in the text box, so like Skull Gul'dan or Eyebeam, they don't care about their position. They'll be discounted and they'll give the buff no matter where they're played from.
Okay, yeah, and yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
So these look like Battlegrounds cards to me.
They do look like Battlegrounds cards, especially the Redeemed Pariah.
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, Linehopper, 3 mana, 3/4. Your Outcast cards cost 1 less. Redeemed Pariah, 2 mana, 2/3. After you play an Outcast card, gain +1/+1. What's the first thing you notice about these things?
They're well statted.
They got some juicy ass stat lines, dude. Look at the butt on that dude.
And then they also they discount and they get buffed. Like, I like these cards. What deck are we putting them in though? That's my question. Where are they slotting?
Aggro Demon Hunter. I think we're maybe making aggro a little bit slower, just to fit these guys in, and
put
then
the
some more Outcast cards in there.
No, I like that idea.
Like if I can get, especially the 2 mana one, right? If I can play this 2 mana 2/3 and it survives, and I play 1 Outcast card, I am happy. I'm happy that card is my deck.
Yeah,
it's a 2 mana 3/4.
This curves into Eyebeam really well. Curves into the Silence card pretty well.
Exactly.
I would like I could see Aggro Demon Hunter, because right now Aggro Demon Hunter is in a place where, and I've played a lot of Aggro Demon Hunter.
You do love your Aggro Demon Hunter.
That deck, if you do not kill your opponent by turn 7, your cards are terrible. There's nothing good after you have run out of if you're not drawing cards. So I think filling out the curve is pretty good.
Yeah. Curves into 3/2 weapon really well, Alex is saying. Yeah, but that card's bad, and I'm not playing that in this deck.
It's a 4. So. Also, your chat's talking about pie, and I want to agree with Alex that pecan pie
I'm gonna go get some pie after
phenomenal.
This. Pecan pie is very good.
It's my favorite pie, and I get some flack for that, but...
Yeah. Okay, so I think both of these cards, I want to put 4s on them. Because they just seem good. Like,
They seem
I like it.
so they seem really good, and I'm agreeing with you that they can be really good. The issue is we're in the theory mode right now of everything, right?
Right?
So like in theory, these cards are great, but in practice they might not be so good. The stats do convince me the other way a little bit. I'm willing to give them
Yeah.
a 3 right now, just because they definitely are good cards. Like they're pushing an archetype for an aggressive deck that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, fine. We can give them a 3.
We just don't know.
Can we? Okay. Can we give the 3 mana a 3 and then the 2 mana a 4? How does that sound?
That sounds good because the buffs are better than the discount.
Buffs are better than the discount. We're not going to get the discounts out too much. Cool. That makes sense. This
Relentless
makes me
Pursuit is a card I really like. 3 mana spell, give your hero +4 attack and immune. This card's really good.
I think this card's pretty good.
This card
I think it's a 3.
I think it's 4 at least because this just is a quick, easy trade into any awful minion you want to. You don't lose health.
Okay. Whoa. Hear me out.
Okay.
If I'm giving my hero +4 attack, do you think I'm trading?
Oh, that's true. You're not. You don't want to trade.
I'm
But like,
never it's
if
3
you're playing
mana,
against
give
a
your hero
paladin
+4
right now,
attack.
you want to trade. Sometimes you need to trade because they play a Devout Pupil and they're really annoying, and then they play Blessing of Authority on it.
Okay. Also, Immune this turn is a 0 mana card. Blur is 0 mana, right?
Are you saying we're gonna start making Rod of Roasting Demon Hunter so we can just play Blur
No,
to Yawk?
absolutely not. We're never playing that deck. Immune, yeah, this is what I'm saying. Alex said it good. Immune doesn't matter 80% of the time. So I'm paying 3 mana for 4 attack, which is not great. Heroic Strike, or whatever the warrior card is, 2 mana give your hero 4 attack, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that card doesn't see play. Warrior doesn't really do the same kind of thing Demon Hunter does, but I think it's very similar. I want to like it, and I want it to be good, because it's juicy as all hell.
Do you think this card's a bait?
I think this card's a bait, yeah.
Okay, so what do we... I'll give it a 3. I'll go down to
I think a 2 is safe, honestly. A 3's fine. 3's fine. As long as it's not a 4, I'm cool with it.
Okay, it won't be a 4. I think the cards we've given 4s here have deserved their 4 placing.
What? We've only given 1 4,
No,
right?
we gave a second one.
Oh, yeah, the 2 mana 2.
The Bladed Lady and the 2 mana 2/3. And the last Demon Hunter card here is a card that's definitely... It
doesn't exist.
We're gonna give it a 1.
I think it's a 1.
Yeah, this
4
card's...
mana 3/3 rush. Summon 2 1/1s with taunt.
I mean, it's 4 mana 5/5, but it's not good.
Yeah,
no
it's
decks
a 4 mana
running this.
3/3 and then some flimsy bodies.
This is that Outcast card that summoned demons last expansion. The 4/5.
Yep.
It's not good. I'm giving this a 1.
I think that's very safe.